bust.
That is such a hell of an intro. But hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Unpopular Review, the NXT edition. NXT just went off the air. We're on the air. We're your two co-hosts for the evening. I'm BadGuy Jack, and returning from taking off last week, we got the stupendous, I'm pronouncing all word, the Captain Shaykespeare. Captain, welcome back. How are you?
I'm good. This is a very chaotic NXT, but I loved it. I loved it.
I missed the first few minutes of it. So when I was coming down, I already saw the chaos. And NXT, they have a hell of a way of opening, which is good and it's different because, you know, what we're accustomed to and used to is, you know, everyone gets on the mic. They get on the mic and they say, hey, you know, last week I was done wrong. Or, hey, you know, I want to go for the championship. And by the time I turned on the TV, I just saw people kicking all kinds of ass. I see people with their kick-ass boots. They got the ass juice on their boots, and they're doing all kinds of things, which is disgusting. You should definitely make sure you get that off your boot because no one wants ass juice on their boots. But why don't we talk about the first segment? I missed a good portion of this, so why don't you walk us through it, Captain? What did you not only what did you think about the first segment, but walk everybody through it.
Okay, so we started off with Prettt Deadly. I love them. I think they're so cute. I love how they play on their flamboyantness. I think it's something people aren't used to, so I do enjoy it. And they're basically, boasting about them being the champs, and a lot of people are pissed. Then we have Grizzled Young Vets. They come out, they're very upset, and they want a chance at the title. Oh, the titles. Legado del Fantasma took exception with that, and they came out and they just attacked them. And before Elektra Lopez could even get two words out, they're slapping, beating on, just really. Oh my, wow!
I thought I was trying to make the sound effects. I didn't see it, but I was trying to add.
Okay. It's a lot going on.
Big time pauses.
So it's a big brawl, and it ends with Legado kind of on the top. And so now we're set up for a match between Legado del Fantasma versus the Grizzled Young Vets. That's later. Braun Breaker comes from the audience because, I don't know, I guess there was people in the way at the entrance over there. So he comes out and he's pissed. Clearly, Joe Gacy is a crazy person.
Isn't he?
Don't even start.
Isn't he? No, he's
Joe Gacy apologist. I went through this with Dexter Loomis. I will not go through this again.
What did I do? I was agreeing with you. Why are you already attacking me?
Lies. You were not agreeing. You were going to say maybe he had a reason. I swear you were. Don't lie to me.
When have I ever lied to you?
Every time you claim to be a Von Wagner fan, you're lying to me. Look at that.
Okay, you definitely came back to yell at me because last week, I mean, I thought he did a justice, but we'll get into that later because I thought there was an injustice going on with him. But you mentioned Joe Gacy and you mentioned how crazy he is, and I agree. I actually really, really agree because, and I saw on your Twitter, you mentioned how he gives you Bray vibes, and I see it. I really see it too, especially that segment where. So I don't remember everything word for word, all that stuff. But he did something, and I was sitting there waiting for him to say, "Follow the buzzer" or "Run." I was waiting for him to really. There was something because I think it was really more of when there was multiple versions of him on the screen that made me go like, "Okay, is we're going?" I didn't know where we were going with this, but he is quite the creepy person. He's the person that if you're a New Yorker, you understand this reference. If I'm in the cart and I see him, I'm taking the next cart. You know that. You get that. I'm pretty sure you've gotten on the train and you said, "Oh no."
Okay. And where was Harland? concerned or curious about his absence because he's usually standing right there next to him, like his underwear. So I'm just a little like, where is he?
Yeah, he might have gone. He might have went and killed somebody. Who knows? I mean, the way how Florida is going at this rate. I mean, who knows where he go? Maybe he was digging a body and just putting it in there. Who knows at this rate?
Listen.
Disgusting.
I'll start.
Who is this person? Awful.
It's just sick.
Yeah, it's very bad. But thank you for commenting from Facebook. But that's a horrendous picture, by the way. Carry on.
Yeah,
Me too. Cause I looked at the picture.
Spend the entire day, the entire episode, basically looking for Joe. Joe, and I think it's obvious. WWE just loves those type of characters, those otherworldly kind of like half in normal, half in not kind of. I'm sure Joe Gacy, when he goes to the main roster, he will be from parts unknown. I'm sure of it.
I was thinking more of like, yeah, they definitely like their cult leaders, because that's more what I get out of him. Like, I don't think like the supernatural stuff with him, but he's a cult leader. He's somebody who he got a gift of gab where he's able to talk you into the, like, those guys who give up the flyers, and as they give you the flyers, you're like, why did I grab this? But the guy was able to really engage with you. He was like, yeah, I'm going to take this, and then you just throw in the garbage because, why am I carrying this extra piece of paper? Like, it's really annoying. Like, I had a piece of paper I had an extra piece of paper one time, paper cut. I was so mad after that. I said, oh, man, I have this really bad, but I'm not here to trauma dump.
We're losing the plot. We're losing the plot. All together, we're losing it.
That's what we do here. But let's talk about this opener. We talked about that opener, but what was the first match we got here, Captain?
I wanted to kind of get into the comments a little bit because I see there's a lot of comments.
Let's get into these comments. What's going on? Let's see what's going on with the guys.
Hi, George. How are you?
Georgia.
Yes, I agree. It was. It was chaotic and crazy. I love it like that. No other way. I missed you guys too.
Oh.
Hi, Ruben. How are you?
That's my guy. What's going on, Rubes?
Yo, every time I see the profile picture, I scream.
He just entered the Matrix.
I forgot who said it.
Steve. Freaking Steve. He did that.
Oh, I know. Oh, my God. This is so dramatic. Hey, Jeff, how are you?
My new best friend, Jeff. But I do want to say this real quick because I had people really write me about the whole jacket time situation. I hope you guys understand when I'm on air, it's literally a joke because I don't hope for anybody to lose their job. Because I had people sitting and write me and they're like, "Hey, I bet you're happy that Kushida, who I don't know what the whole thing with his contract. I'm hearing that it pretty much expired. He pretty much did his deal. But I just want to throw it out here real quick that I don't root for anybody losing their job, and neither should you guys be doing that either. It's really gross. It's really, really gross. But carry on. Like this guy, he's really, really gross. And like maybe like under 5'4". Hey, we do WWE, we do AEW. That's really about it. Not Impact or New Japan. But if you guys like that so much, maybe we can start doing that. So if you guys really want something like that, maybe we can somehow squeeze that in. After all these, because we have so much content, it's hard to. But okay. See, this guy's a jerk. But
where is this negativity coming from? Where is it coming from? Oh, where's Nico? Who's that?
Oh, because we're on his thing. He was kind enough to let us use his platform. So he's not here, but we are here to use his platform. Oh boy.
I'm trying not to laugh. I'm sorry.
Like, I'm not sure what that's reference to.
I don't know. Ruben, nothing is up. We're talking about NXT and it was great. And anybody tells you different, they're a hater.
Hater.
Exactly.
What else we got?
We'll take a comment and then we will go on to the next segment.
Sure. I think the next segment here was Tiffany against Sarry.
I love Tiffany. The buff Barbie. You don't like the buff Barbie? Don't be a hater. Are you hating on buff Barbie?
No.
You are.
All I just said is no. What are you talking about? All I'm just saying is no. Like, I'm not hating. I just said no.
It feels like hate. Anyway, so the buff Barbie came out and she has a new ring gear. She looks stunning. I'm obsessed with her. I'm so sorry. I think she's so gorgeous. And I think she's so freaking athletic. Am I wrong to think that? She pulls out some pretty impressive moves in her matches.
Who told you you're wrong to think that? You're not wrong to think that. I think that there is definitely stuff about her. I'm actually surprised. Disgusting, Ruben. That is very nasty. I want you to understand. You were side by side with me last Friday. We were buddies, and now you're gonna say hater. I want you to understand. The next time I see you, I want distance. I want to have nothing to do with you. You have officially made my list. And where is my Where's my list? I can't even find it. I can't find nothing in this damn room. But you have officially made the list, and I'm very upset with you. But no, Tiffany, I think there's a lot of there's growth with her. There's definitely growth, and they like her a lot. I was really surprised at the outcome of this match. I sat here and said, "Oh, Sarray now she's Sailor Moon Sarray, so she's going to get her win back, right?"
Yeah.
So freaking Tiffany shut that down and got the win. I mean, it was. I was surprised by that outcome, but good for her. Good for her. And I hope that she continues to grow, and I hope really good stuff for her. But you wanted to say stuff. I took over the floor, but please.
That's fine. I was just gonna say that I just hope they find something for Sarray. I think she's so talented, and I feel like they don't know which way to go with her, which is very. I just think Sarray came at the wrong time. Very similar to LA Knight, is like she came at the wrong time. LA Knight, he kind of was able to save himself a bit because he has such a large personality. It's very hard to ignore him. Sarray, that's not her strong suit, and that's okay. Not every wrestler is going to be this big personality. Where she shines is in that ring, and everyone knows that. But that's not enough for wrestling these days. See how he doesn't listen to me? I can't.
I was totally listening to everything you said, but someone was extremely rude to me in the comment, and I had to take a look at that because when we get there, I'm going to say something to you. But no, I do. Her time, it's just funny because it's like, right, I get what you mean by that, where she came at a time where it's like, it's, I think she would have really excelled on the black and gold brand, that indie kind of thing. And now with this new direction of everything, that's why Tiffany winning, although I'm surprised, it's like, but that makes sense. She should get the win. And that's someone you should build. I don't know how young she is. I know she's a young lady. And that's someone you want to build around. So, good for Tiffany. I mean, I'm not hating. I probably would try to find a different finisher. The finisher's not bad. I would not have that as a finisher.
What
if that
do
makes
you
sense.
like about the finisher? Let's unpack that.
I don't know. It just don't look impactful. Like John Morrison. It reminded me of like John Morrison's Moonlight, whatever. I forget what he calls it. Or Starship Pain. Starship Pain. And it just always looked like that move that was always a cool move to like bust out, but it was never like a move I expected you to win with. So that's my only thing, but it's not bad. I mean, she's young enough to eventually listen. RVD, before he had the 5-star frog splash, he was beating dudes with the split-legged moonsault, and then eventually he bust out the 5-star. So there's always an opportunity to grow.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, she's so early in it. That's definitely very true. So now the next is Braun still looking for Joe.
He's rude. I forgot who were the people in front of him. I think it was Grizzled Young Vets.
It was.
It's weird to me. They still are called Grizzled Young Vets, right? Because I forget their actual names, but they're not called Grizzled Young Vets. Did you beat that, or is that just me?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're trying to like shorten it. Like, what is this like thing with them? They have to shorten everything. Like, they can't let a name just be a name. For God's sakes, they're calling Austin Theory. Like, why? Why?
That's why I'm very scared if I had anything to do with working with them. They'd just probably call me bad. Carry on.
Yeah, so I've noticed that too. They've just been calling them GYV. I think maybe they
though, like GYV. I think they were doing that for a while now.
But like only. I rarely ever hear them say Grizzled Young Vets. I don't understand it. Maybe they're thinking it's more marketable. Because at the end of the day, that's what it always comes down to with them. What rolls off the tongue the best and what sells. You're weird. What are you doing?
You said roll off the tongue, and I just couldn't help it. I was trying, and I was like,
So Braun finds an iPad that's playing a recording of when his dad was kidnapped, and there is no charges that have been brought against this man at all. He's just walking around. Now he has a bunch of dudes. You know what? I'm not gonna get into it. Braun still hasn't found Joe, is what we're getting at, and he's pissed. He's throwing things. He didn't have to throw the iPad. You know,
he would do awful in Scooby Doo. I just got to throw it out there. This is bad. I mean, can't find the guy. He's not following the clues. I just sit here and go, just dreadful stuff here. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Speaking of Sarray, speaking of no direction, let's talk about Persia, Parata, and Indy Hartwell.
Do we have to?
Yes, it was on the show. So they pull up on Prettt Deadly, and they're like, we want a match. And Prettt Deadly thinking a totally different match, I feel. And they were like, sure.
Just disgusting. These guys are just, we'll do a match with you. I looked at this and, this is that kind of show. These guys, they were really excited. They were like, get the bubble bath running, right? Like, these guys are just in there. And then when they said the husbands, you're like,
And where did that come from? Like, now they're cool? Like, I don't.
Oh, you mean Austin? I said Austin. I'm so sorry. That's Duke.
I don't understand that, but I think there's possibility there, because you know how those odd pairings are always somehow. Look at Randy Orton and Riddle, complete odd pairing, but it was gold.
I'll go a little bit further. Look at Booker T and Goldust. I mean, there's those pairings that wasn't that a really cool pairing? Like, and as a kid watching it, right? Like, I didn't think nothing of it because I was just watching wrestling to watch wrestling. I wasn't dissecting it like how I do now. But you look back at it, I was like, wow. It's almost like that shouldn't have worked, but it did. It really, really did.
Yes. And I raise you head cheese.
Yeah, I remember head cheese. Yep. Steve Blackman and Al Snow. Yeah.
Yes, I was obsessed.
As a matter of fact, they try to recreate that again. I think with Grandmaster Sexay and Steve Blackman, because Sky Tuati was out, and then they try to recreate that, because not everything can be like I like my teams to be teams. But every now and then, when you have that mix, it really helps. It helps out the tag division. So I do agree. There's something there. I felt like, I mean, I know we're going to talk about that match. I don't want to go too far ahead, but there is something there, and I wanted to agree with you on that.
All right. Yes. So now we move on. Prettt Deadly now has a match with Duke and Dexter. You see, already it's sounding like a thing. Duke and Dexter. Yeah. If they go with that name, you know who started it. That's it. So now we move on.
Look at her running credit. You see this girl? Like, you see how she got? You saw the little chuckle that she even did. She said, "You did. Can't even deal with you." You see that?
Don't bully me. Don't bully me. I'm sick of it. All right. So we have Grayson Waller.
What a dick. No, he really is. Like, where did this even come from? Like, all right, cool. So I'm sorry. Can I take sweetheart? Can I take the floor? I don't want to just. Can I take it? All right. So, boom. I'm getting ready to make this. Make the room. I'm sitting there saying, what are the matches? And at first, as I'm online, right, I sat here and said, Grayson Waller against Sanga. I said, this is wrong. Someone must have been drunk when they did this, because just the other week they were a team. So I'm sitting there going like, nah, someone has been really drinking on the job and they need to chill. Like, drinking on the job is not good.
Look at you. Oh,
and I sit here, that's water. And I sit here, and then I see that, and I sit here, and I'm watching this on air. And then Wallace said, yeah, of course I fired Sigma, which I don't blame him for firing, because this guy is a loser. This guy, he did. He said, he even asked the most important question here. He said, who has Sanga ever beat? And I said, you know what, Wallace? You Australian fox, you. I don't even know if they have foxes out there in Australia, so you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But I sat here and said, whoa, you have a point. Who has this guy beat? It's like, oh my God. It's like, if I'm on dodgeball and then the kid who's a loser, and I pick him. Like, why would I pick this guy? He's a loser.
Are you okay? You got it all out?
I feel great. Thank you.
Okay, I just want to make sure you got that out. Let's just get into these chats, and then I guess we can go into our first commercial break.
All right. So let's see. Look what they're doing with Edge and Ding. Yeah, that's actually. I'm intrigued, but I'm not understanding the whole. They're like Although I'm reminded of Edge and his Brood days, but the purple light, I always think of Undertaker. So I'm sitting there going like, oh, okay.
Or like Prince, whatever.
No, right, yeah, Prince was like Little Taker. They called him Prince Taker. That's the coolest uncle ever. Please give that guy a shout out. What's going on, Uncle? The best uncle in the whole world. He's great.
See?
If I leave, would you get mad?
Yes, I would.
Oh, okay. I don't want you mad. I'm sorry.
I'm sick of you, Elvis. All you do is bring dark clouds.
Yeah, you know what? I'm about to drink tea. That's how sick I am of you. You jerk.
And he didn't even say names, Elvis. He didn't even say names. Look at you putting yourself out there.
Yes. Always leave somebody for same reason he left New Japan after getting upset over being squashed. Is that why he left? I never understood his reason. I never knew.
I'm sad about it, but I mean,
I am too, and I think he's going to be fine wherever he goes.
I'm heartbroken. I'm disgusted. I'm sick.
Who's that for? Who's that for, Ruben? Who's that? Because I don't agree with you. I got something for your ass, young man.
Thank you. See, Jeffrey he sees the vision.
Jeffrey's my best friend, so we're in sync. So I knew he was gonna write that.
I know, check him out. Yeah, no, I love Sarray. I really do, and it just sucks. It's because I really, really like Tiffany. I do. I feel like she has everything about her. Like she has the full package: look, the character, the talking, and the in-ring is pretty up to par. Like she pulls out.
She can always grow into that. Like the main thing is what you said is that can she talk? Does she have a character? Those are really the main thing because that's really how you have a long career. Because after a while, you can't do the in-ring stuff. I mean, you look at someone like $1 Million Man. You look at someone like, his whole line of names. So, before everyone just brush a bunch of. But when you have a character, you can take that for a long period of time. The in-ring is just a certain amount of time. So, I agree with that. She had the thing, and the ring stuff can always come eventually. And she don't even have to be the best worker. Think about some of the people that you like. I think The Rock is one of the greatest of all time, and I didn't think he was the best in-ring worker at all. But you don't have to be that. And the fact that she has presence, thumbs up.
Right. Yep. I definitely.
Disgusting. I want you to understand, H-Man, that was uncalled for, unneeded. All you wanted to do is see me put my hands like this and yell. I want you to understand that you have officially made the list. I have muscle. That's why I am wearing the sleeveless shirt because I did a push-up, then took a nap because I was winded after that push-up. How many push-ups can you do, man? I bet you can't do as more than me. I did one. How about you?
I've seen it with my own 2 eyes.
Huh?
I've seen him do 50 with my own 2 eyes.
Who? H-Man?
Yeah.
50? Forget about it. 51. How you doing?
I don't know what to tell you. I've seen it.
Disgusting.
Can you imagine? That would be so funny.
I wasn't sure when he put, I have a theory. I was going to say, what, Austin? And then I was like, oh, he meant the other theory, like the actual word.
Anyways, let's not talk about that. I'm still recovering. My back is so sore.
You'll be fine. He's going to be okay. You know what happens when you get... See, that's why this guy's my best friend. Jeffrey, you are tremendous. I love the hat in the picture. You are great. This is my bodyguard right here. No, Crazy Joe 730. What's going on?
Not accepting that.
Why?
Because he's my best friend.
Well, he's my best friend now. You can have the other Jeffrey, the one who eats out of the garbage can.
I told you I'm not taking that one.
And I'm not either. And I am not taking this nonsense. And ladies and gentlemen, we're at the 20-minute mark. So we're going to do a commercial break, talk more NXT. So we'll be right back after these lovely words.
Hi, Joe.
Good morning, Mr. Phelps. This is your mission should you choose to accept it.
Simple game. Is he serious?
Always.
It's much worse than you think.
We're being ambushed. Abort, that's an order.
This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
That was a hell of a commercial. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're liking what you see, give us a like, love, and share. It helps the brand. There's so much. Give them that thumbs up, dog. There we go. We got so much going on. We got wrestling, which we're talking about right now. What you saw was a preview for next week. On Tuesday, they're going to be talking about Mission Impossible. Have you ever watched any of those movies?
I've never been into it. I'm going to be honest with you. I've never been
into it. And that's all I've ever wanted was honesty. I appreciate that. I'm going to be quite honest, too. I did see one of them, and I'm not going to lie, it was the best thing ever. You know why? 8 hours of sleep. So, that is so. You said you hate me. Jeez. But if you like all this content, we got gaming going on. There's so much content, so give us a like, love, and share. Helps the brand. And let's continue to talk about NXT. What was the next? Yes.
The newest lady in NXT, Roxanne Perez.
Tremendous.
Adorable. Look at the outfit. I'm dying. She's so cute. So she's talking about how excited she is about her debut that was supposed to be
next week, right?
As you see here, next week. And Toxic Attraction comes up, and they're like, girl, don't even think that you're going to be doing anything in here because we did everything on lock. That's basically what they said. And she was like, okay. And JC calls her out and says, how about you have your match with me tonight? I gotta say, I'm so happy with JC and how much she's grown. And on all levels. What are you laughing about? What are you laughing about?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm just impressed with how JC has grown, like in all forms. And I feel like people always look at her as like, when you look at the group, you're obviously drawn to the main person, Mandy. And then you see Gigi, who's, has made a name for herself. And JC was, I guess, if you look at it, the most unknown of the group. So I feel like a lot of times people look
she was a strong number 3, easily.
Right. People look past her a lot, but I feel like she has grown so much and she has so much potential to be really, really something. Personally, that's how I feel. You keep laughing. I'm tired of it.
You should have took a nap before you got on air. Listen, I laughed at JC because, like, the big dog that was not Roman, but was Mandy. She sat here and said, like, this is my show with Toxic Attraction, blah, blah, blah. And Gigi was kind of like there, but she was, she said a little thing. But JC James cracked me up because she's like, you know what? I want to join in this too. Let's bully the new person. She's the big bully, but she's obviously like number 3 bully. And I like everything you said because I do see what you mean by that. I do want to see more of JC. I do want to see more. I remember we were talking. I said, man, they split up. I was kind of concerned about it. He said, no, I see something with her. So I want to see more from her. But I was just laughing because she's like the big number 3. And, she's supposed to be like, yeah, well, I'm going to, you're going to eat trash, man. And I'm going to beat you tonight. And I couldn't even take that serious. I kind of laughed. I started like laughing. But she does great in her role. I do want that to be clear that she does a tremendous job in her role. What was the next segment, Captain? You're doing a tremendous job. Ladies and gentlemen, give a damn. She's great. Go ahead, Captain.
The next segment is a tag match between GYV and Legado del Fantasma. I like this match. I thought it was very, I feel like these two, they always have good, interactions in the ring, and yeah, it was a good match. Like, I really enjoyed it. I don't know who I could say I was rooting for because I do like them both so much, but
who do you like more? I mean, is there one? Are they both even to you, or is there more do you like than the other?
I'm such a big fan of Joaquin Wilde. Like, honestly, I really am. Like, I love him. So I would have to go with them because he's so nice. He's always so nice to me.
He's very smooth in the ring. I forgot, it's very hard to keep up with all this stuff in the ring and all the in-ring work that they do. All you just got to know is that what they do is impressive, and I think he's really solid in the ring. Got his partner because they changed his partner's name. Did you catch that? The new name.
The new name.
His partner has a new name. It's not Ragul anymore. It's something else. I can't. In the chat, if you guys know, can you just put it in the chat? I know it's a name change because they went through a lot of name changes. Not that matters, because as long as these guys can still go out there and do what they have been doing, that's. I only think it's silly when they do a name change when I've been accustomed to this. Oh my.
You all right? Not you.
No, this thing got in the freaking way. But
I see.
but name changes don't bother me. It's just that after a while, when they've been this for so long, and there's a name change, like, oh, why did like Kaylee Ray went through a name change. I've heard Kaylee Ray, Casey's partner, no, Caden's partner, she went through a name change. A few of them went through a name change. I just don't know every last person. Like, and these are guys not even on the main roster, so I just can't think of a name. But I'm sorry, I want to get to the match. I do agree it was a solid match. It was good, great tag team wrestling. I feel bad for the Grizzly Young Vets because I think they're good, right?
Very.
But does everybody else think that besides like us? Like, I think they're really, really good. I think they got a little character going on. I loved them in the beginning when they would come to the ring and they were just yelling. I always just said, like, these would be my favorite. Like, if I worked at a Starbucks, these would be my favorite guys to like go and ask for something, because I just feel like, and I don't know anything about Starbucks. Like, I rarely go in there, but they just seem like someone who would just yell what they want, and I'd be like, yo, I could like hang out with those guys. But I digress. But Legado different times would get the win. I think they had to get that win, honestly.
Yeah.
You got to keep them strong. I feel like there's a definite. Do you see this like a babyface turn for them?
I think they have no choice because they don't like Tony right now because he has major heat because he was technically the person that put Tommaso out. And they already chant their names all the time, so it's kind of like it was a gimme, you know? Yeah, okay, that's where you're going. But let's talk about how Legado.
Sure, let's do it.
Let's talk about how Legado is going to deal with Tony, Mr. Tony.
Ooh, let him know.
Mr. Tony, I mean, I think Tony's going to get the upper hand in this, but I'll wait till later when there's more, but I think Tony's going to get the upper hand. Now we move on to Wesley.
This was a surprise.
I did not expect him to be on the show, like, for a little bit. I was expecting that they probably would repackage him and bring him back, sadly. But no, they put him out here, and he's having an interview with Mackenzie and Zion. I would have liked for it to be anyone else but Zion Quinn, because I actually do like Zion Quinn, and I feel like they don't know what to do with him, and they just are testing out a billion things at this point with him. Don't look at the negativity. Say it.
Say what?
You're about to start. No, say it.
So when I smile, it's negative? Like, guys.
Yes, it is, because I know where the smile is coming from. It's mischievous. Say your piece.
Thank you for that, Donna. I told you guys this guy is a dick. I said it last week when I sat here and said, but you guys looked at me. I know you guys think I'm crazy. You guys think I'm a madman. You sit there. I know when you guys watch this show yesterday and y'all yesterday and go like, hey, you know, that captain, she's definitely on point. She knows everything. But I'm a madman and I'm wild. But this man is, I said he's a dick. He should have minded his business. You know, oh look, I want to help Drago. You know, you should stand up for yourself with his shoulders like this and everything like that. And also too, I never got a thank you, Quinn, for the workout sessions that I helped you with. But that's all right. I'm a giving man. But I told you this guy's a jerk. I was confused actually with this segment because I was like, wasn't he like the guy who's like stand up for yourself? Mm-hmm. And he's coming at Wesley like, hey, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Homeboy, what? I said, what? Moose boy, what? Get out of here. I don't care
like
about
your really aggressive guy who thinks he's helping by saying, stand up for yourself. Do it. Get the hell up. But it's actually doing worse.
It has. And last week I was literally joking when I was like, yo, this guy's like a dick because he was like, because Drago was really like, yo, you should just mind your business. I didn't ask for that. I got my ass kicked because I listened to you.
Right.
Which, by the way, Drago, be your own man. Listen to yourself. Listen to your inner. Listen to you. Don't follow people. But Zion, oh my God, this guy's my best. Look at this. Let's highlight intelligent comments. Look at this. I did say it. Thank you, Jeffrey. Yes.
So I don't care what you said.
Disgusting. The Notorious. I love that name. That is tremendous. The 1 hour and I'm sorry.
It was like one thing into the other. Braun's coming from the audience. He's like, I gotta get my words out too while they're fighting. It was a lot, but I love the chaos a little bit.
It's good because it's a different pace. I don't think every show should have the same pace. Like Raw should have its pace, NXT should have its pace, and SmackDown should have its pace. Like if all these shows are micromanaged, I just think it does more harm than good. So I like that we have something different here. Excuse me, in NXT.
It's true.
You got backup.
I got you.
What do you think? She's gonna beat me up?
Yes.
No, this is true. I was gonna call out tonight actually, and she told me I couldn't. So
yeah, no,
I'm here. No, she did. She's very intimidating. Oh yeah.
They were called just veterans.
Really? That's such an odd name. Really? I don't think they really did. They were called by their actual names, like the in-ring names. It was like whatever, Joe and Jim, you know, because I just don't remember their names. But it was really just that. I didn't see veterans. I think he's just trying to make a joke, like how you said they shortened everything.
Yeah, I was so confused. I'm like, ew, that's a terrible name.
That's terrible.
So we move on
Yes.
to
We have Mellow.
Actually, Zion beats Wesley.
It was a little after, but we could talk about that, sure. No, because the next one was Mellow and Santos.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I don't think we talked about the fact that Zion actually beat
Wesley.
Wesley.
Okay. Sure. No, go ahead. Let's talk about it.
I was just like, don't even have him on the show at all. Like, this really did
Wesley?
After, what happened and him being a solo act, like, he definitely should have won that. I think he could be great in, a single role. Like, I think he has a lot of personality for it. And he's obviously exceptional in the ring. So, yeah.
When they were a tag team, I always looked at his in-ring, and not to take away from his partner, of course, but I always looked at the stuff that he did because I thought his stuff was crisp. Mm-hmm. I think he's definitely have a lot of personality, which is something you want to have. I think he has a great look too. He's in great shape. I dig the hair. Like the hair is like super cool. And I think you could start to build a story here. Maybe you can even build that he loses and he's down, but then he starts. I mean, all it takes is a really good win and a good story to build this back up. So I do hope that they do something with Wesley because I really just it's really unfortunate with everything happening, and I hear a lot like to me I think it's super cool to be in a tag team, but if something happens, it's like you in a lot of ways you almost suffer for it too. So I hope that they just do something with him. I really do because I think I agree with what you said. He's great in the ring. I think you got someone there. And I think someone you can even put in. I feel like with some fans, like they're like, oh, if I say him, say, oh, he should go for it. He could be a good mid-carder and go for the North American Championship. I think that could be some fun stuff there. I think him and Mellow could have some fun stuff, honestly. I know he's not the champ, but I'm just saying, them in the ring, I think that would be really fun.
I get what you mean.
But I think they could have some fun stuff. So I just hope that I'm talking a lot, but I hope that they realize they have something really talented there and do something with it.
Himanshu, you're so right. I just know somebody was looking at the script and was like, I can't tell which Austin is which. We're changing his name. Done. I swear, I feel like that's what happened. Like, I really believe it.
Well, you know what they do? They don't like a lot of I remember like Shane Helms, right? They had to change his name to Gregory, I think, just because there was already a Shane McMahon. They didn't want two Shanes. Maybe they don't want two Austins. I don't know.
That's so dramatic.
It is dramatic. It's silly. It's
Oh goodness. The bar. Yeah, no, that was. Oh,
and that worked. That's a good example because it really did work.
That was so ridiculous to me because of the way that they became a tag team. Like when it happened, I was like, they've been having like 27 matches. What is the end game here? And it was like, they're a tag team now. That's the end game. I'm like,
okay. It was weird. And that was weird, but it worked. My only thing was I didn't like. So the New Day had the record, and I'm not saying they shouldn't have never lost the titles. Eventually, you got to lose the championship. But it was like as soon as the record was broke, they just dropped the title. It was almost like, hey, we did the record, now let's just lose. I kind of don't like stuff like that. I liked it to go on.
It's very annoying.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think it was, and I think it was petty too because they were trying to break someone else's record, and I don't know. I just didn't like that. But They were good. They made it work.
Yeah, they were really good. Like for a really long time. That I feel like the tag division was hot in that time period. I think the Shield at some point the Shield did come back. At some point.
It kind of did. They had a moment where we had New Day, the Shield. There was like this miniature kind of reunion. I think 2016.
Far facing when Cesaro broke all his teeth in the front.
Was it the Hardys? I think it was the Hardys.
Was it the Hardys? I
think it was the Hardys.
It was the Hardys.
Yeah,
You're right. See, I'm telling you, the tag division was crazy back then. So now we have
Let's go.
Mellow versus Santos.
Woo.
That was so good. And honestly, who was expecting different?
I'm waiting for someone in the chat to tell us.
Quickly. Nobody was expecting different.
No.
That's so good. Even Carmelo, he had like a little slip and he caught himself and just, he's so good. Like, listen, throw all titles at Carmelo. That's it.
Listen, right now, no, like Braun is the champion, but I wouldn't be really upset if Mello takes the championship eventually at some point. I think he's really smooth in the ring. His presence, like, I can't express enough what presence mean in wrestling. He has a presence. And you know, if you watch the show enough, you hear us praise about his presence, the package there with him and Tripp. It was a crisp match. It was WWE. I would love for you guys not to make your commentators look like idiots, because there was somewhere at the end when Santos is outside and these two guys in a suit, and they're like, "Oh, who are these guys? Well, who they work for us?" I said, "What am I watching, Dora the Explorer? Like, what are we doing here?" Like, you know, when Dora said, "Swiper, where?" I'm like, "You don't hear the same music as me."
No,
I hate you, Dora. I hate you.
Like right behind her, she's like, "Where could he be?" I'm like, "Girl."
Yeah, and I always rooted for Swiper. I hated Boots because he was an awful best friend. I'm sitting there saying, "You have." I hate that show. I hate him. I hate them all. I hate them. That's why I grew up a little bit. So that's it. But carry on.
You always hate the good guys.
I do. That's why I'm the bad guy.
Very telling. Very telling.
Boom. Carry on.
Rock and Sock. Yeah, the Rock and Sock connection was cute. Definitely cute. Shawn Michaels up.
They were tag team champs. They have the tag team titles. I don't know for how long. Yeah. No, they really did. I'm surprised because I know you're a big Shawn Michaels fan.
I forget it. Double D, stop this. They posted on their Twitter last week when Waller said it was all Sanga's fault. Of course, he would say that. He would.
Sanga's a loser. Nah, I don't see that. Really? No, I don't see that.
I don't see that. I see Rhea joining.
That I see, yeah.
And maybe even Tommaso Ciampa, to be honest. They do have a very,
Really? I didn't see Tommaso. Well, I'm interested in hearing that. I mean, this is NXT, but I'm still interested. Like, why don't you tell us why you think that?
I feel like they could play up stuff because they did the same thing when Edge kind of spoke to Jamie. And I don't know if you remember, Tommaso was talking about how Edge had reached out to him when he had the neck injury. So maybe they could reach back to that, because they did talk about it,
Interesting. There we go. Booking with Shay. Maybe that would be a new segment. What we got?
He's always raging, though. Like,
who's raging? Me?
You.
I don't know. Why'd you say it like that?
I can't wait to watch that, George. Let me know if it's good. I mean, I know it is going to be good.
No, that's a really, really good one. I watched that one. And we're going to plug shows, too. I hope I put the graphic in because you guys did a review on that, actually, last week.
We did a review on the first episode.
Yes. But I'm sorry, I should have been clear. Not that particular episode, but just in general, the thing.
They're going to be like, where's Sasha? They open it up.
Is that Sasha?
Well, my life, Ruben.
That was a while ago.
Hi, Anthony. How are you?
Hey, Ant. What's going on, bud?
Aww.
He is this is why he is my best friend. I know he said we're sharing, but I'm not sharing. He is tremendous. Hey, I know this guy. I see him on Instagram. What's going on, bud?
Attacked during his match. That was definitely Tony's guys. Some random guys that Tony sent out. That was so apparent. Look at the outfits they had on.
Yeah, I mean that was a huge giveaway. Like, yeah, it was definitely people with
I was waiting for
Tony.
people to love Tommy guns, for God's sakes. Like,
Oh my God, that would be so cool. Like, I would love that. Listen, Malcolm asked a really good question. So I can't bring this, but Drew can bring the sword. And I'm like, you know what? At this rate, like, what the hell? Why not? Right? Like,
and it's a violent sword. You saw it chop through the ring and stuff. Like,
I was there for Mania when he did that. Like, he chopped the ropes. I said, oh, I was scared because I sat there and went here for a wrestling event, no, a family wrestling event. I said, oh my God, I almost witnessed a murder. So where am I, in Staten Island? Like, I was concerned. And meanwhile, I was in Texas.
I hate you.
I know.
No, I like Toxic Attraction. They embody it. But I respect your opinion because honestly, I can see why you feel that way. What?
You are tremendous. No, you are so tremendous. You're tremendous because all he said is, I find him boring. Oh, well, yeah, it was his opinion. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I said, that sucks because I love them, but I get it. Like, why you would feel that way. LOL. Hello, Sir Michael.
Mike, what's going on? Sir Michael. You just see him with the people. It looked like he's swimming.
I think Gigi would probably be the one to be the best baby face out of the group. I agree. Ooh. Definitely agree with that. I think JC could do it. Not JC, Jesus. Gigi could do it because I was reading JC's name. Sorry. I think Gigi could do it for sure. I think she has that personality I think she could do both for sure.
I would go with JC though with it because I would go with JC only because not that I know anything about if she can be a heel face and all that stuff, but I mean I feel like she always takes the loss, and you could build that underdog story with her. Now Gigi maybe totally. I'm not super familiar with her work. I know she has a lot of work outside of WWE, so she's obviously experienced enough. But I would be interested in doing oh my God, I pulled your moment. JC. And then Gigi being the heel, because Mandy's just great as a heel. I mean, she couldn't do the babyface thing, but she's just so good as if I had to pick between two, she's better as a heel.
Me too. I would definitely say the same thing. I think that she came in with a lot of people like, oh my God, because everyone's having this thought of they hate indie wrestlers and they're just gonna bury them all. So I think a lot of eyes are on her and seeing how she will be used so that someone on Twitter can figure out how they're going to move forward and complain about it the next day. So I think
they'll figure out a way.
Her. Well, not even make sure, honestly. I think they just want to take care of her. And I think she's young, beautiful, and talented, clearly. So, she should be fine.
She'll be great. I think she'll be great. I'm interested to see more of her. Look at that. Damn, she's great. Isn't she great?
Damn it. Yes, she is. That's the best part is you do a lot with your face. Like, that's so important as a wrestler. Like, not just even speaking. It's like,
no, it is.
Times that people have been like, oh my God, did you see their face? Like, or the infamous CM Punk standing behind Triple H.
What was he was really good for it. I know they had some YouTube clips of it, but Kyle O'Reilly was really good for that stuff. Like, there was a few things. There was one, I forget who he was talking to. I don't know if it was Ricochet or Pete Dunne. But he's behind Adam Cole, and he says, "How dare you?" And it's so simple, but it was so good. It was really, really good. So no, absolutely, I agree to that. Yeah. You need layers. Like if you're doing wrestling, you just got to understand this. It's more than just the moves. Like don't get me wrong, I love a good technical. Isn't she great? I love a good technical classic. I love that stuff. But there's also the stuff you got to have the character. You got to have the charisma. You got to have, like you said, the theatrics. Theatrics help you in the long run. So,
George, I agree, but I just think she has so much potential to be something for sure. I just feel it in my stomach area a lot. So let's move on to the next segment.
Sure.
We have, well, not the next segment. Let's go to the end of this match with Carmelo and Santos.
Sure, let's do it.
Tony's guys get involved, as we spoke about. But then Carmelo says, oh, it's going to be me. Cameron Grimes comes out. And Solo, I thought this was such a G moment, okay? If I could figure out the right word, it was a G moment. The man comes in, makes quick work a Trick and Carmelo, and then just looks at Cameron and says, I got next.
No,
I can't believe it.
And people were really behind Oos. Cause I know I heard the crowd going Oos, 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 Oos. I didn't know. I thought the crowd was sick, but yeah, no, people are really, really feeling. He has a that was cool. It was really cool. There's nothing more I can really add to it except, but I don't see this being a single. I see this definitely being a triple threat. Which you got some great ingredients in that match. You got Cameron, Solo, and then Trick. Oh my god. Mellow.
Yeah.
Sign me up for it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That's gonna be a great match for Spring Breakin'.
Yeah, that's what it is. Right.
Yeah, so that's I'm interested to see that. Now we have this man he's looking at the man in the mirror.
I never thought he was a Michael Jackson fan.
Shut up.
I can't. I'm here for podcasting. You shut up. Oh wait. Oh.
Look at it. You caught it. Whoever heard it, you heard it here first.
No one heard nothing. Everyone just back to our broadcast.
Fine. Totally fine. This also I felt was a callback to that You're an Undertaker segment from SmackDown as well.
Oh, Randy. Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead. That's the one you're talking about, Randy?
Huh?
You're talking about the one with him and Randy, right?
Yeah, when he was looking in the mirror and like I was like, oh, there's a lot of callbacks on this episode. I love it. Like I just think
you in the Easter eggs. Good job. I didn't even think that. Good job.
But yeah, Braun's losing it. Joe somehow has all these powers. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you know what it is. He didn't want to reveal to us that he's Doctor Strange. Just as a promotion work for into the multiverse, apparently. So maybe he has the ability to do that. I don't know. Because that was weird. Because I don't look at him as a guy with mythical powers. I just see him as a cult leader, and here he is, just behind him. Apparently, it's weird. But go on.
He started out as a guy who just wanted positivity, and now he's like the Grand Wizard. It's very odd. Do we have our second commercial break yet? Because I feel like we might.
We did not. Let me see. We should go into a commercial. Let's see what we got here. I feel like we don't even have a. Okay, we do have a commercial. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a commercial and we're going to finish NXT, so stay tuned.
There's a crisis in the White House.
What's the crisis?
And the president's top advisors have been called together.
Oh, jeez.
The sexual misconduct occurred inside the Oval Office. With the election only days away, how much will this scandal affect the outcome?
Now, Washington's top spin doctor.
We can distract the press for 11 days till the election. I think we got a chance.
Wag the dog.
When the fit hits the shan, somebody's going to have to stay after school.
That movie looked like crap, but you guys can watch.
What type of name is that?
I know, right? Who? Listen. We're on entertainment. She does the One Tree Hill. I do the Marvel stuff. We do fun stuff, but we won't put down UPRE. I don't know who picked that movie, but tune in. I think it's going to be this Thursday. They're going to do that. But we're here to talk about NXT. Captain, I'm sorry, we did a quick commercial. What was going on? We were talking about Braun being looking in the mirror and seeing Joe Gacy playing mind games. Let's put it that way. Joe Gacy continued to play mind games with Braun Breaker.
Well, after that happened, Braun's still looking for him. And now we move on to Diamond Mine. They are in shambles.
They are.
They are in shambles for no reason.
It's not really, but can we say that? I'm so sorry, but can we say are they in scrambles? Because it's really Roddy.
Well, I don't see Julius and
Luigi.
Brutus. Sorry. Listen, Julius is the money. But anyways, I don't see Julius and Brutus with any titles. I don't see Ivy with any titles. She's all the way in UK. She couldn't take it.
Yeah, because she wanted to get away from Roddy. I would want to get away from Roddy. If I was Roddy's kid and I could walk, I would walk away. I think he can walk.
Aggressive, unnecessary hate for good, talented people.
I love Roddy. You point out a really good match. Who did he face in UK 2 weeks ago? It was someone he faced. And looked like it was a good fit for him, actually, in UK.
I don't remember. Don't ask me that. My brain right now. Don't ask me. Anyways, Malcolm is looking at Roddy like, bitch, I'm about to get rid of your ass. If you could see it, that's not how Malcolm's face was. He was like, who are you talking to? He was like, you trying to run things? Like, girl, you don't run nothing. That's literally what trust me. Watch next week. It's fine. Well, it's fine.
Yo, Malcolm is such money. I love that dude. He's just, He's just such a buddy. He looked at him and said, like, you know, because Roddy said something over the lines like, I saw one group break up, and I was like, oh, they do acknowledge them. I do remember that group. It was Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly and Roddy, and I'm sitting there going like, yeah, that group did break up. What?
I can't. Anyways, so we move on from that. Roddy's definitely getting kicked out of Diamond Mine very soon.
He should.
100% happening.
He should.
We have Natty versus Paxley. Oh, Natalya. I'm so used to calling her by her real name. I'm so sorry. Why do I keep doing that? Natalya. It's because of Total Divas. I swear it is. It's just like Natty is ingrained in my head because of Total Divas. So I just call her Natty sometimes. But Natalya versus Paxley. Stop clapping. Shut up. You're so dramatic. So, I mean, this was a cute match. Like, it wasn't bad at all. Like, I thought it was cute. I think we all knew that Natalya was going to win. I don't think anyone was like, Natalya's losing. No. Not even if Cora somehow helped. I didn't.
Can we talk about Cora? Cora is just I can't stand you. I can't stand like these under 25-year-old privileged kids who think they know everything. Like, oh look, they say never meet your heroes. No, listen. Natalya told you the first thing about life. Life is rough, okay? It's not all unicorns and crayons and sandboxes, all right? You know, with your terrible taste in cereal. She seemed like the kind of person who like Cocoa Puffs or any chocolate cereal, because chocolate cereal is disgusting. And you know, and then had the nerve, right? This nice picture. She rips it.
Cereal is not disgusting.
Okay. Why do you like chocolate cereal? You do like chocolate cereal, don't you?
I like Cocoa Puffs. No, I don't like Cocoa Puffs. Sorry, I like Cocoa Pebbles. Sorry, and I like the Reese's cereal as well.
You know what? I had chocolate cereal one time. And it was the best thing that happened because I could call out of work because I was sick after eating this. But no, if you like chocolate cereal, that's dope. I'm more of a Fruity Pebbles guy myself. But, you know, she's they're setting up that I think they're going to have a match. I know they didn't confirm it or say anything. But what's the next pay-per-view? Pay-per-view, I'm sorry. The next event is like Spring Break or Spring Blast or something like that. And I hope that, you know, Natalya, the boat, teach this youth a lesson. I was going to say disgusting, but Cora don't seem disgusting to me. She seemed like she takes really good care of herself. But I sit here and go like, Natalya needs to teach her a lesson, teach her about life, and she should be there. And Natalya should win. You know, Natalya should win because she can't win on the main roster. So she should be winning here on NXT.
You did for that.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I'm not gonna speak to you right now because you're sick.
I am? Oh man, I should drink some tea.
His new name is Cruz del Toro.
Oh, that's the name. Okay, thank you, H-Man. See, I knew there was another name because they changed a lot of these guys' names.
What is this? Mucha Lucha? Like what is his name right now? No, it's too
No, you didn't bring that old ass show back up to life. Like what?
Impressive. What was wrong with Raul? That's like a lot going on right now. That's a lot. I don't know. It's like whatever.
She seemed very upset.
The tag titles. I was gonna say Casey and Kaden, but it's looking like that's gonna be a no-go.
No, there's still opportunity. There's still an opportunity there because the story can always be built as every time they came close, they didn't win. They can still put those titles around them.
No, but they changed her name. I don't know if she might be getting pulled up to the main roster or not.
No, I don't think so. I think they're just changing names because I remember reading or hearing something over the lines of like they don't want you using your real name or a name that you had on the indies. So I think they're still going to be still down here. I hope they don't get called up. I don't think they need to be called up. You call them up for what and do what? Nothing. That's my big fear.
Channing Lauren and Troy Donovan. Okay, I think I've seen some stuff with Troy Donovan. I saw that he's dating one of the other girls that one of the most recent signings as well.
Oh, okay.
Her name, but she looks really cute. So,
she looks very cute.
That was a no other. What? Jake Tucker, the mother lover.
What
is this about?
I don't know what's happening here.
I'm confused right now.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I think he looks fine. It's gonna take some getting used to. I'm just so mad. Like, that's it. That's all I had to say. I'm mad.
She is mad. What else we got?
Let me see. Hold on.
I'm sorry. We got.
Oh yeah. Because you brought that up. Yeah, I forgot you brought that up. Zion Quinn needs to switch something up. I don't know what, but yeah, no, I definitely agree. I don't understand what his new ring gear is. I think he needs something else. Show the thigh. That's it. I'm not saying in a weird way, but I like the shorts. They were better. That sounded weird, didn't it?
Yes,
I don't like the jeans. I just don't like the jeans.
The jeans they were different. That's why I was looking. Like, I don't look at other guys' tights and stuff like that, but it did stand out. Like, hey, what happened to the look? Because I think the guy has a great look. So I don't know what the change is. Maybe it's supposed to show a dramatic change in his attitude or something like that.
Himanshu, I don't know. I think this is like the first time we're disagreeing. I don't know if that's a good fit for him.
Right.
Personality-wise, I just don't think his personality fits with that. Wesley. Look at the damn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think he needs to do that. I think he could do his own little thing. I think there's a story there too. There's a story there. He don't need to join another team. He had a team. Things fell apart. He could do his own thing for a period. Let him do his own thing.
Yes, George. Yes, I totally agree with that. I could see him.
Well, not for nothing. I mean to interrupt you, but I mean I said that, so he must have heard me and understood that the bad guy was right. So good job, George, for listening, opening your ears, and hearing everything I had to say.
You're loving it, George. So that means I'm gonna love it.
George is great.
Yes. Seamus knocked the tooth out of Jeff Hardy's mouth.
That's who did. Yeah. Seamus. Yeah, I remember that.
That was some toothless aggression going on in that
match. She made a funny.
I thought Santos was gonna win that match. I really didn't think that, honestly, because it's clear that he's kind of going into something with Tony D, and I don't think they want to completely wash Carmelo out of that.
For sure.
American picture right now.
No, for sure.
Yep.
That was great.
That's it.
Carmelo's absolutely. He's a star. He's a star.
So let's move on to the next segment. We have.
No, we talked about Natty winning, and it looked like she's going to. It's not her next match because next week she's going to be facing. Oh, we're going to get the epic rematch between Last Legend and Nikita Lyons.
They had a pretty decent match though. Last time. Oh, you're so. Oh my god.
Oh,
I can't with your faces.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'll fix this.
I hate this.
Okay, go ahead. Is this better? Okay, no, she's clearly mad at me. I'm gonna do it. I have a mask. I can't find it because then I can hide my face. All I'm doing is smiling. But go ahead.
Anyways, Nikita steps up to Natalya and basically, like, I heard you say you was putting the whole women's division in NXT on notice.
Disrespectful.
And she was like, well, I want a piece of you. I love Nikki. And you can tell she lost her voice, too. And that girl was scoring.
Yeah.
You got to respect it. She was like, I will be heard. One way or the other, I will be heard. I'm excited to see that. Nikita, every week, she grows more and more on me. I love it. I'm excited for her. And I think her being in the ring with someone as experienced as Natalya will be really good for her.
No, I agree. I think Natalya being there actually helps that division, that young division, because she has a lot of knowledge, a lot of in-ring knowledge. So I think that would be a good thing. I think it was disrespectful that she approached the boat after she has claimed victory. I think she should.
You get it?
Yeah.
You said shut up. You get it? I said shut up because she said shut up.
Oh, yeah, no, she was great. No, that was alive. And the guy, she kept messing with that guy in Florida. She probably just hates Florida. The way she did like this. He's like, yo.
I was like, please don't get me thrown out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm just mean like they take that seriously when you touch on certain women.
No, for sure.
He's like, you know? So, especially with that Twitter thing.
Right. No, for sure.
But now we have Roxy. I'm sorry. Roxanne Perez. Sorry.
Good. No, that's all right. You did it right. Good.
Versus JC Jane. She's so cute. That's it. I love her ring gear. It's so adorable. It's so cute. So they have their match, and Roxy, I'm gonna have to fight so hard to not call her that. Roxanne is, doing what she does best. She's very impressive in the ring. She moves very well in the ring. JC is also no slouch. She's come such a long way in her time in NXT. What did you think about the match?
I don't think this was bad. I mean, it wasn't going to be like that. It wasn't going to be the 5,000 at the Tokyo Dome Classic, but it did what it needed to do. It told the story about. So it looked like Wendy's going to be next feuding with Toxic. Like she's going to be going for. I believe she's going to go for the championship. So it looked like there's going to be that storytelling, and then also too, you help sort of establish this new face into the NXT universe. So I didn't think it was bad. I think it killed two birds with one stone. Moxie getting the win. I mean, I wasn't surprised by that, and beating someone like JC Jane. Like, I mean, she wasn't going to beat the champ, right? But beating JC Jane, I think it just helps. Yeah, look at that. I love Wendy.
Yeah.
I love Wendy. Like, Wendy is when she sat here and said, "Hey, look, I'm here," and she was just so excited, and she was up too. I mean, because usually half the time we see her, she's asleep, But ripped this whole room apart like the little rabbit that she is. So I thought it wasn't. I didn't think it was bad. I just think it killed two birds with one stone. What did you think about it?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. It definitely killed two birds with one stone. You know what? I'm shocked. Von Wagner wasn't on the show tonight.
Disgusting. The NXT Twitter is gonna hear from me, because what has happened here is that there is some kind of conspiracy against this man after he did a justice last week. If you guys follow us on the UPR on the Instagram, there's this tremendous commercial where I put over Von Wagner. Von Wagner is the future. Now, I said Carmelo. Personally, I think Carmelo should win the championship first. But if it's not Carmelo, Von Wagner, give it to them all. Give it to them all. Like, what are we doing here, ladies and gentlemen? He should beat Groundbreaker without sweating. Matter of fact, he should use his eyebrow to pin him. We should give him all 6 Infinity Stones. Give this man the key to the city. And the fact that he wasn't here is an injustice. It's disgusting. I hate this. I'm not a big fan of the state of Florida. I don't even know why that exists. I think what we need to do, if I can be clear here, what we need to do, someone get a big pencil, draw a circle over it so it can fall into the hole of abyss, and we don't have to deal with this ever again. But we save some of the people, some of them not being the executive consultant, who has been getting on my nerve. So I sit here and say that. I got it out. I'm done. Disgusting, George. We don't pray for people being let go here, all right? Like, that's not what we do here. It's disgusting. It's not good. I was going to compliment your vest and your picture, but now I want to sit here and say it's just okay.
I love your vest, George.
No. Stop it. Don't do that. Don't you baby face me. Don't you do that. We're a team. We're a team. Don't you do that. Oh, my God.
That's essentially what's happening. So, I mean, yeah. No, she definitely does need a lot of ring work. But I feel like she has, like, a lot of presence. She obviously has that look that, is very, it brings people's eyes. And I think that's the most important thing, especially for, WWE specifically, is
for sure.
eyes to my product. And if you can, I'm willing to put some stock behind you.
There we go. Noted. You want to, what was the, I think it was pretty much the main event here, right?
Yes, thank you, Himanshu. Yeah, eventually I will get it, and I will just be like Roxanne. But yeah, oh wait, no.
We got something before that? What we got?
We got Pretty Deadly versus Duke and Dexter.
Well, I'm sorry, I should have been clear. That was the main event match-wise. Because I know what you mean. I'm sorry, I should have been more clear.
No, it's okay.
Go ahead.
Like, I would have been just fine if this match just didn't even happen, to be honest. I'm so honest. Like, Did we really?
That's what the fans want.
Shut up. So I mean, it wasn't a bad match. They definitely made Duke look like the weak one. He was trying to get the hot tag off of Dexter the whole time. Like, Duke is literally like almost 7 feet tall. How am I supposed to believe that he's the weak one in between this group? But I mean,
he's almost 7 feet.
He's tall as hell.
He is tall. No, he's a tall dude. He'll let you know it.
And Dexter is whatever height that he is with them tight ass pants. And you want me to think that Duke is the weak link?
Yeah, I remember thinking like when I was watching the match, right? And I felt like it started picking up a little bit steam towards the middle and towards the end a little bit. Because in the beginning, I was kind of like, like, and not to just be like super negative about it. I was just like, I don't know, man. I guess. So I feel like there's things I would like Duke to be doing. I think Duke should be doing other things than this. And I don't think this is a bad thing, because sometimes I try to remind myself that, hey, he don't need to go for the championship or anything, but maybe this is a good thing to show layers. Like, he can do the funny stuff, but then he could turn that up and turn serious in a heartbeat. Like, you can always, I think about Kane. He has so much versatility. Like, there were so many layers. Like, he could do the comic stuff. He did the joking stuff, but every now and then he would throw fire at you. And I'm not saying Duke needs to throw fire, although that would be so cool. Like, Duke just says, the hell with this. And just
chips at him or something.
Huh? He just
chips at him.
Yeah, he does something. But I just want more for Duke. Because I just really think he's a star. I mean, I like Dexter too, but this whole thing is just, I feel like they're trying to give it some life, and it's not doing it for me, man. It's just really not doing it for me. Like, I'm trying to get into it. No, I'm not even trying. I'm lying. I'm not. But I'm guess trying to understand it, and I'm just like, nah, this ain't. to quote another Jackson, that's a no for me, dog.
But I kind of agree. I'm not really into this storyline. I haven't really been that invested. I think a little bit in the first few episodes, I was like, yeah. But now I'm kind of like, I'm good. Let me read this. Shay, I don't think I would be able to take Carmelo seriously as a bad guy on NXT. Oh, a bad guy NXT champion. Sorry, geez. I read it totally different. Because he's going to rely on Trick to win all his matches. That's the issue I have with Mandy and Toxic Attraction.
Well, he's a bad guy champ. That's what he's supposed to do.
But maybe sometimes, like, I guess you could say like someone like Brock Lesnar, who was heel for a very long time and he never needed anyone. He was the backup, so I could see why he would want to see someone who doesn't need help.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mellow, even when he was champ, I mean, I felt like he was in that tuner role, like, and all that stuff. So I feel like even then he was beating people clean anyway. He was beating people clean. Now, I think it depends on who he's in the ring with. You can use that cheap win and stuff like. I think you could use it for that. Like, if he's in the ring with someone, like you mentioned Brock Lesnar. Obviously, Brock Lesnar wouldn't go to NXT, but let's say he was in the ring with Brock Lesnar. Oh, you think he's beating Brock Lesnar clean? No, he's obviously him and Trick, and maybe the rest of the three little pigs could probably come and help out and try to beat this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on who's he's in the ring with. That I would sit here and say it doesn't hurt him doing cheating stuff. I don't think so, and I think that would. I'm actually for that.
I agree, Jeffrey. I'm over it. They've ran it's completely ran its course, and now they need to get down to really figuring out what they're going to do with Duke, because he has been like, since he got his head shaved, he would just been like twirling around. I don't know what's going on, but Cameron was kind of, I guess, swimming around for a little bit too, and now he's champion. So I guess I just have to trust the process, huh?
Just gotta be patient. I think like there's certain roles that's filled, and Duke will find his way. I think the fact that he's on TV is great. I think we should compliment that. That's a good thing. Some I'm kind of reminded is like, hey, at least your guy's on TV. I mean, if I haven't seen him in like 2 months, I would be like, I'm kind of concerned. So I think there's a win there, but I hope that they do something more with Duke because he's a star.
Yeah.
I truly do.
Kind of like what Sammy said to Ryan Satin on there.
Yes.
He's like, before I wasn't on TV. Now I'm doing this goofy stuff, but I'm getting like 10 minutes. So, I mean, it makes sense, Like, yeah. You got to do what you got to do to get that time on TV,
Hello. You get it.
All right.
Now, and then we want to just talk about this main event, but this last segment, and then we'll plug some stuff.
Wrap this hoe up. I'm sorry. So we have, I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. Joe is standing around. He's up there. Braun Breaker's upset. Obviously, I mean, he kidnapped his father for God's sakes, and then stole his Hall of Fame ring.
So what? What?
Anyways, I'm not even like I can't. So Joe was like, "Oh, I just want to have a match with you at Spring Break." I'm like, "All this? Braun is a fighting champion, girl. You could have said that like the first time y'all met. Just say, I want to have a match." Braun would have been like, "You got it," real loud like that. No, but he do all this. He kidnapping his father. He's stealing.
What would he have said? What would he have said?
You got it. Like, you know, his voice all like,
oh my gosh. Damn, she's great.
That's how he says it. Anyway, so I'm like, you went through all of this when you could have just asked. Literally, this is absurd. And then he pushes Braun. After Braun is like, "Sure, whatever, tough guy," he pushes Braun on his back. And that fake thud, chef's kiss. No, I'm kidding. I can't imagine. It gave me.
I was gonna say, wait, what?
No. It gave me flashbacks. That sound, the thud, to when Big Show threw Kurt Angle.
But that one looked like very devastating.
Well, that's because they showed him with that leg stuff. They did not have to do that. That leg thing.
That traumatized the hell out of me. Yeah, I remember us talking about that too. Like that really did traumatize. And then the blood on the head.
I thought he was dead.
Yeah, and I'm saying.
Week, literally like so distraught. I'm like, Kurt Angle is dead, guys. Like, where is the national news? Like, this is when I was still believing.
I know. I was going.
No one covering this.
I went to school sitting there saying, like, "Yo, we really gonna act like someone didn't just die?" Like, you know, like. I mean, like you said, the leg was like this, cut, bleeding, and everything. Like, I said, "Damn, that's a Big Show." You wow. I said, "Yo, dude," and you know, and watching wrestling, and you talk about that. You remember the one in 2000, Survivor Series, and Stone Cold had the crane, and Triple H was supposed to be in the car, and he lifted up. And I remember telling my father, I remember saying, like, "Yo, Dad, yo, Austin killed somebody." I said, he lifted him up like 1,800 feet. And my father was like, "Nah, like, yo, you would be dead." I'm like, "Yo, but Dad, it was on TV," you know? And my and shout out to my parents, because they probably thought I was stupid.
Remember the one where it was Carlito and John Cena, and I swore
and he
him.
got stabbed?
In prison, they stabbed John Cena.
I remember just thinking, yo, WWE just don't care about the employees. Like, yo, you could just stab someone, but I mean, dudes were getting getting burnt on fire, people were getting stabbed. I'm sitting there going, like, yo, I would never want to work there. Meanwhile, I was sitting there saying, how do I get in there? Like, you know, like I just hope not to get stabbed.
Stay on the safe side. It's fine.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, I was gonna say that when he pushed him, and I apologize, I didn't mean to cut you off, but when he pushed him, I remember thinking, like, that wasn't a big fall. Like, don't get me wrong, you fall, you're like, damn, that kind of was, but it made it like it was this dramatic, like Mission Impossible fall, and it was like not that big of a fall. Really wasn't. Like, okay, one more, just to rewind for history. Right. 2001. Do you remember when Undertaker last ride Jeff Hardy off the stage? He last ride him and then threw lead off. That looked devastating. Because the stage was a lot higher. You remember that one?
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. That looked more devastating because the way the stage was. But the way these stages are now, it's just not that big. So
yeah, it doesn't look like someone's really gonna get hurt. But moving back,
and we don't want people to get hurt, by the way. We're not praying for that. I'm just saying, presentation wise, it just didn't.
Yes, I agree. So moving back into the segment, he pushes Braun, and there's a bunch of guys, as someone said in the comments, he said, the Druids. Like, that's what the event was. Like, yeah. And they all have black. Like, at first, I was like, am I seeing something? When Braun initially fell, I was like, I see someone in the back with a black hood. But maybe it could be, like, the curtains. I'm like, because he doesn't have any people. So that's what I thought at first. Then they all come around, and they're like this. Like, they're, like, getting ready for a basketball game. I'm like, what's going on here? And then Braun's like, yeah, no! You know, because he has to, like, do that thing with his voice. Like, he really does. Soft voice. I'm part of me feels, I need to hear how he speaks. I feel like he has a soft voice, and he's definitely pushing that voice.
No, he is. I remember something you shared one time. You pointed out, like, his regular voice is a lot different from his wrestling. But you need that wrestling voice. I mean, it stands out.
No,
Imagine if he spoke soft like that, no one would have been taking him. I mean, not that no one would take him serious, but like it kind of gives that Brock Lesnar. Like, when you hear Brock Lesnar speak, you're like, oh, that's how you sound. But you wouldn't mess with Brock Lesnar though. You still wouldn't mess.
So
Remember what Randy Orton was doing? He used to scare me, punting everybody.
Demon Time between 2004 and 2009. He was on Demon Time. He kicked Mick Foley down the steps without a care in the world.
Mm-hmm.
He was spitting and everybody. First of all, that's disgusting. And
that is gross. I hate that. I so hate that.
When they would zoom in on the spit, I was like, oh, disgusting.
And shout out to those who agreed to doing it, because I know if someone said, hey, I have an idea. What? I'm going to spit in your face. I have a better idea. What? The door. Because you ain't doing that shit to me.
The door.
Yeah, I have a better.
No, I agree. Draco is definitely one of those guys in the hoods for sure.
Oh.
Yeah. It's probably
that makes sense
too, that he's probably just like,
But one of them being definitely Draco, because I mean there was that storyline and you gotta kind of finish that off right there. So
exactly.
But just to sum it all up, NXT was a pretty solid show. I think they did a great job. We're going to be back here again next week doing it and bring all the chaotic review that we always do. And before we go, we want to sit here and say before we go, we want to say thank you for watching. And we're going to plug some shows. Let's see if we can get some of these graphics going. Oh my God, I clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, get into some of the chat, and I will click on some of these things here.
Yes, let's go down the line.
All right, so I don't have one, but for Mike Knox, it's not called the Mike Knox Wrestling Show anymore. I think it's called Perfect Plex Radio. They come on exactly at 6. You can catch Mike Knox, Z the Silent, and I think a bunch of other guests. I don't have a graphic here, sadly, but you can catch them on Mondays right after 6 o'clock. It's the same flavor still, because it is for, what is the show? It's Cap. It's for the
intelligent wrestling fan.
She said that. That's for the intelligent wrestling fan. Also on Mondays, you can catch these two cool dudes right after Monday Night Raw goes off the air. After Finn Balor has been pinned, you can catch the executive.
Hey! Don't say that. How dare you?
I so don't want to get yelled at, so I take that back. We got the executive consultant and the coolest of the day, Big Daddy Cool. They review Monday Night Raw, and on Tuesday, look at these pretty faces right here. Who are these? Look, what do these guys do, Kat?
Photo for me, yeah. You guys picked a nice photo for me, yay!
I mean, I know what I'm doing. That's what I do. But you can catch these two lovely duos on NXT right after NXT go off the air. And talking about duos, you can catch these awesome duo. You can catch Divine Intervention and All Elite Joker, who is keeping the UPR title warm. I want you guys to understand that will be coming back on Tuesdays, next pay-per-view. Keep the title warm. But you can catch them as they do a review on Dynamite right after Dynamite go off the air. And on Friday night, you can catch, apparently she's just doing this by herself.
Period. She's not a woman. All on her.
Can I finish?
Really cannot be trusted with this. Like
I can't trust you. But you can catch the Wrestling Doll, and she'll have a special guest this Friday as she reviews SmackDown along with special guests right after SmackDown go off the air. And we also got so much content here, ladies and gentlemen.
Thursday.
Tomorrow was Thursday. Oh.
And in Cat We Trust.
Oh my God! Yes, tell them what time?
Yes, it is actually funny enough. It's at 6 p.m. as well. We'll be going over the newest episode of Evil. I think this is the Miz episode. I'm very excited. We wanted to give it a little bit of time, like before we started like reviewing it. So that's why it's like we're a little few episodes behind, but it's okay.
No, that's great, and I'm going to be interested in hearing that. I heard that was like actually one of the weaker episodes. I didn't watch it. I watched Sasha. I watched the Undertaker one, Hogan, obviously, and I wanted to see what Randy and my two favorites I was really interested in seeing is Randy and Roman. So I can't wait to check that out, and I can't wait to check out y'all review because y'all did a great job. You guys make an excellent team. Tuesday on Entertainment. Next Tuesday they're going to be starting the Mission Impossible series. They just finished up Terminator tonight. Thursday they got something going on.
Don't forget One Tree Hill at 2 p.m. as well.
Oh, look at this! What season you guys up to?
I'm doing double duty on Thursdays now.
Oh my goodness, double duty Shay, check you out. She's totally becoming the face of UPR. Look at her taking over. Good job.
On every show, stop it.
Cool.
I'm I gotta get on at least 20 more shows to keep up with you. What you mean?
And Chris. No, Chris is taking notes from me. Take notes, kid. But yes, you can catch her on One Tree Hill on Tuesday, along with Mike Knox. Look at that. There we go. If I check it, well, if you subscribe to us, and when they make the room and everything like that, and you hit remind, they'll be right there. So totally check them out. What else we got here? Oh, and tomorrow we're going to do a review on Moon Knight. We're on episode 4. We did episode 3 last week. It's a wind down, so bring some wine. If not, just bring some water or just bring your cool stuff. Yeah, can I finish? But with so much stuff to plug, and tomorrow, just a cheap plug, I did for gaming, I did a playthrough for one of my favorite, well, not my favorite one, but I played Sonic the Hedgehog 1, so that will be coming up tomorrow around 12:30. So if you guys are interested, check that out. It was fun. It was nice because I love Sonic the Hedgehog. It's my favorite video game character. So that's all the plugs. I mean, so much plugs. But continue to follow us on all different social media. We want to say thank you guys. You guys are crazy. You guys stayed up with us. It's 11:45 over here, and you guys stayed with us. We appreciate it. We love you guys, and we hope you guys enjoyed this review. And before we go home, we always end it off with this. Let me make sure I got everything prepared here. So give me a minute. Where is it? Okay, boom. Captain, any last words before we go home?
Finn Balor was wrong. Finn Balor was done so badly. I just can't believe it. Oh my God, yes. I forgot to mention the Survivor Series thing with Persia and Indy. Well, they weren't at Survivor Series, Jesus. Mm-hmm. But Prettt Deadly did a little spot that was a callback to Shawn Michaels and Melina at Survivor Series.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. You wanted to say that. Mm-hmm.
I'm just sorry. I just thought
2006. No, it's fine. 2006.
It was beautiful. I was like, yay.
That was cool.
Finn Balor was done very wrong, and this justice will be fixed. Well, justice will happen. You know what I mean?
Okay, we're gonna end the show. So I want you guys, before we do it, I want you guys to join me when I say, damn, she's great. I'm the bad guy. She's the captain, and we say, see, she does a better job than me. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Oh wait, where's the outro? Oh, here's the outro. Bye. That's all, folks.